Guys, the Browns obviously traded Myles Garrett. They got Jared Verse in that deal. And now when you look at the depth at the edge rusher position for the Browns, you don't have that stalwart, that peak alpha apex edge rusher Myles Garrett, but you do have Jared Verse and a couple other guys that have shown flashes in the past, including Alex Wright, Isaiah McGuire, Julian Okwara, and Sam Kamara. Those are currently the 5 listed defensive ends on the Browns depth chart. So about a week and a half ago, Fox Sports put out an article saying, hey, who and what teams would be the best fit for some of the remaining free agents? And for one Joey Bosa, they listed the Browns. This is what Ben Arthur of Fox Sports had to say about the Browns' potential interest in Joey Bosa and why he'd be a fit alongside the rest of their defensive line. Ben Arthur from Fox Sports says, quote, while Myles Garrett broke the NFL's single-season sack record last season with 23, the Browns didn't have another edge rusher who reached 6. The 30-year-old Bosa, a 5-time Pro Bowler with the Chargers, had 5 sacks and a league-high 5 forced fumbles with the Buffalo Bills in 2025. Gee, when you look at the Browns' depth chart, especially at the edge position, would bringing in another veteran edge, we'll use Joey Bosa as the example for this particular question, does that make sense, and would you be in favor of adding another pass rusher to the fold, especially one of the veteran variety like a Joey Bosa?
You know me, I'm Project Stockpile. I endorse using other people's money at all times. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I don't care how much it costs, just go get them. This one I'm a little torn on because you kind of got Myles Garrett when you traded him, right? You know, kind of signified that, okay, well, the Browns are necessarily not looking at this year per se. And, you know, they still want to go out and be competitive, but does that mean that they want to give young guys an opportunity to see what they can do? They got Jared Verse, they got Alex Wright, Isaiah McGuire. You know, those 2 guys will probably be rotating back and forth. Mason Graham's a younger guy. And, you know, I look at it and say, how much is he going to demand on the open market? How healthy is he? And what is the Browns' appetite for going to get 30-year-old players, defensive ends? So for me, it signifies that right now for me, I think Andrew Berry, Dustin, is looking at it like from a perspective of, all right, let's see what we can do with some of these guys. Let's see if these guys can turn out to be anything, give them an opportunity. And I think also Joey Bosa might be holding out for a better look at this point. He just came from Buffalo, and you had an opportunity to watch him. So that you know him being a Buckeye.
Sure.
Doesn't he want to go somewhere where it gives him an opportunity to win?
Well, I think that's a good point. You know, at 31 years old, he's in the back half of his career. It's been injury riddled the second half of his career as well. So you're thinking, if I'm Joey Bosa, do I want to go to Cleveland? Like, is Cleveland going to win this year? Yeah. No, they're not going to win this year. And he's probably going to get like a 1-year deal, maybe a 2-year deal from somebody in that, like, you know, $6 to $8 million a year range. And if I'm Bosa, I want to go back to a contender. You know, I probably want to be with someone again like Buffalo. I don't know what the Bills' situation is. They're probably moving on from him, but I want to go to a contender. And if I'm Cleveland, why do I need Joey Bosa? Yeah. He's 31. It's going to cost a decent chunk of money, not like a ton of money, but you got a bunch of young players who you want to play and get the experience, as opposed to having this dude who, again, we love him. He's a Buckeye. All those good things. But if you're taking away reps from the younger players on a team that's really sort of transitioning into like the next phase of, okay, the Browns are going to be good in a couple of years, I don't know that you need them, in that room.
Yeah, Jason, to me, it just seems like, again, you talk so much about timelines. And this is one of them timeline issues. You just got rid of a defensive end who is obviously the best in the league. And you got another guy who, at this point, has been injured. Do you really want to take reps away from young guys and allocate that money?
I thought you guys hit on every point. That I don't think it's a fit on either side. I don't know why the Browns would waste reps on a guy who's clearly not part of their future. It's not so much the money, but you know, the pushback on that, I guess, would be that they do need some sort of veteran leadership in there. Well, if they keep Denzel, that's on him at this point, especially on that side of the ball. But you got plenty of young guys you want to get a look at. And from Bosa's perspective, why would you come here? Like, if you're going to play anywhere, wouldn't you go to San Francisco and play with your brother?
I mean, that would make some sense. And like, dude,
super makes
Jared
sense.
Verse, I know he's a third-year player, but you're a 2-time Pro Bowler. You're replacing Myles Garrett. Like, let him be the man.
Yes.
Let him come in and have the opportunity to take on that leadership role as a young player who's established himself in the league, as opposed to coming in and be like, okay, I have to acquiesce to
Now
Joey
you're
Bosa.
bumping into Joey Bosa, and for what?
For what? He's going to be gone next year.
Yeah.
So I just don't think
I
it makes
love
a lot
what
of
you
sense.
said right there because Jared Verse, he said something about, I was thinking of watching with Nathan Zegura. He said when they told him he was getting traded, he asked if he could talk to the team. And he stood up in front of the team and said, hey guys, I want y'all to continue to go out and continue to win, and everything is still in front of you, and beat the Seattle Seahawks. We got to get that done. But I like that because it shows that he viewed himself as a leader in that locker room.
Yeah.
And if you're a leader in the Rams locker room, then by
You're
all
for
means,
sure leader.
you first team all leader here. Matter of fact, give him the C here. Give him captain him up. Give him go ahead and crown him. So I think that's perfect, Dustin. He's a guy that could step right in. And I've loved what he said and how he's acted while he's been here because he's embracing that role. So I think you got somebody that's in the candidate. Carson Schlesinger is another leader. You got Denzel Ward still over there. So I think the leadership vacuum, I
think we're all right.
It'll be all right.
Yeah.
But I think Bosa, if I was him, I would look to go to a team in Philadelphia, teams like that, San Francisco,
Baltimore.
Somewhere where you can. Hey, even if you're gonna go to an AFC North team, go to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
This is gonna upset people, but whatever. The veterans at the end of their careers who come here because they don't have other options.
Yeah.
Right.
If you have other options, you're going to take them. With a team that has the record the Browns have had, the reputation the Browns have had, if you're a veteran toward the end of your career, if you're playing for the Browns, it's because they either offered you the most money or they were one of the only teams that showed interest in you. It's just the reality of where they're at. Now, hopefully a year from now, we're having a different conversation about how appealing they are to play for a veteran toward the end of his career. Maybe, and down the line, this will be a destination where I want to go to Cleveland so I can win. Imagine it'd
be great.
strange
It'd be great to
feeling
be
that
like
would be.
when the Cavs had LeBron and we get all these guys that were just, used to be great players. They're now great names.
Yeah.
They want to come to play for a team that has a chance to win a title and be a contender.
Right.
Browns are not there yet, guys.